everyone and welcome to ERA tutorial. I am Aarti Naik. Today I am going to teach you class 10 subject English unit 1 1.5 Joan of Arc. It is a play written by G.B. Shaw. Let us start with warming up. Discuss in groups or pairs and make a list of the weapons used in the old times and in the present time. So here a table is given. On one side you have to write down the weapons used in the past and another side weapons used nowadays. So in past, stone, bow and arrows, spears, swords, tridents, axes, daggers, etc. were used as weapons. But nowadays, missiles, gun, bombs, tank, rifle, nuclear weapon, etc. are there. Imagine that you are the captain of your school kabaddi team. Your final match is against a very strong team. Your team members are sure that you will lose. How will you boost their morale? Work in group and prepare a short list of what can encourage the team. So first here, if now I am imagining that I am the captain of my school kabaddi team and I know that opponent is very strong team, and because of that many are thinking that hopes are not there of winning this match. But at that time I would like to boost my teammate by saying that you should not put any doubt on your skill. You are perfect, your practice is perfect. So try to play a fair game with all your efforts, all your skills, and whatever will be the result, we will accept it. But before playing only, we should not give up. We should not give up, but we have to try a lot, and definitely with our determination we can win the match. Okay. Now here this lesson is a play, and before this play some background is given to you. Let us see. The war fought between England and France from 1337 to 1457 has come to be known as a 100 years war. That means that war was continued for near about 100 years between England and France. John was a peasant girl, means very poor girl, born in eastern France, who led the French army to several victories during this war. Now this thing is very important because at that time a girl is taking initiative where women were not allowed to do anything in army, but at that time she motivate many of the soldiers and she gave several victories during war to French army. This play begins at the time when all the northern France and some part of the southwest were under foreign control. The English controlled some parts and the Burgundians controlled the others. The city of New Orleans, one of the few remaining French cities, was held by English. So here you can see at that time maximum part of the French was under control of English, and wherever these English soldiers were fighting with the French, French soldiers has to face defeat. The city of New Orleans, one of the few remaining French cities, was held by English. The year is 1429. Captain Robert de Baricourt, a military officer, is seated at the table. This is the scene. His stewards stand facing him. That means the soldiers stand facing him. So that is the scene. It is a war time and captain is sitting along with a military officer and discussing about the war. Now here dialogues. Robert said, I told you to throw the girl out. You have 50 armed soldiers and dozens of strong servants to carry out my orders. Are they afraid of her? That means Robert is saying to his soldier that I told you to throw the girl out. That means one girl is there asking for something and Robert is not ready to listen her because he is not in that mood. he is already having lots of tension about war. Steward, he said, "No, no, sir, we are afraid of you, but she puts courage in us. She really doesn't seem to be afraid of anything. Perhaps you could frighten her, sir." That means Stewart said, she is not afraid of anything, instead of she is motivating us. So better you meet her and you frighten her. Robert grimly, that means sadly, "Perhaps. Where is she now?" Steward says, "Down in the courtyard, sir." Robert goes to the window and asks the soldier to send the girl up. The girl enters. She is a well built, strong country girl of 17 to 18 years. The square's glare neither frightens her nor stops her. She speaks confidently. John says, "Good morning, Captain Square. You are to give me a horse and armor and some soldiers and send me to the Dauphin." Okay, send me to the Dauphin. Now, Dauphin means what? The eldest son of the king. Means after death of king, that Dauphin become the king. Okay. So, John want to meet the Dauphin. Why she want to meet the Dauphin? That because she want to motivate him, and that's why she is in need of some soldiers, some horses and armor. Armor means a the garment that can be wear during the war to protect the body of the soldier. Okay. Robert said, "This girl is mad. Why didn't you tell me so, you blockhead?" That means he shouted on the soldier that she is mad, she don't understand she is speaking with whom. Steward says, "Sir, do not anger her. Give her what she wants." He suggested Robert that instead of becoming angry on her, whatever she is asking, give her. Robert says, "I shall send you back to your father with order to put you under lock and key." That means Robert tried to threaten her that he will inform her father and inform, or no, not only inform, but he will give order to put her under lock and key. John says, "You think will you? Sorry, you think you will, Square? But it won't happen that way. You said you would not see me, but here I am." So this shows John's confidence. At beginning, Robert don't want to see her, but later on Robert only gave order that he want to see her. Robert says, "So you are assuming that I will give you what you want?" John says, "Yes, Square." Now she is very confident, and again she is repeating her demand. A horse will cost 16 franc. It is a big amount of money, but I can save it on armor. I don't need beautiful armor made to my measure. I can find a soldier's armor that will fit me well enough. I shall not want many soldiers. The Dauphin will give me all I need to free Orleans. Now see, what is her aim? She want to free Orleans. Now here Robert is saying, Robert is thinking how to make the Orleans free, and John has already prepared planning also, and she is convincing Robert that whatever I am asking, it does not have much cost, and remaining rest of the thing what I want, that I can take from Dauphin. Only you make the arrangement that I can meet Dauphin. And now why she want to meet the Dauphin? Because she want to free the Orleans. Robert says he was very shocked. To free Orleans? John says simply, "Yes, yes, Square. 3 men will be enough for you to send with me. Polly and Jack have promised to come with me." That means already John has convinced 2 of the soldiers. Robert, "You mean Monsieur de Poligny?" Monsieur de Poligny means what? It is the post of major. John says, "Yes, Square. Jack will come willingly. He is a very kind gentleman and gives me money to give to the poor. I think John Godsev will come, and Dick the archer and their servants, John of Honcourt and Julian. There will be no trouble for you, Square. That means she is convincing him that you no need to think much over it. Already I have decided. My plan is already ready. I have arranged it all. You have only to give the order. That means she is ready with all her planning. She has decided also who will come and how it will work. Only Robert has to give her permission. Robert said to Stewart, "Is this true about Monsieur de Poligny?" Stewart said eagerly, "Yes, sir, and about Monsieur de Metas too. They both want to go with her." Robert says, "Send Monsieur de Poligny to me, will you? Get out and wait in the yard." That means he informed John to go out of the chamber. Now he want to talk with the Poligny. John, smiling, bringing at him, "Right square." She goes out. Robert to the steward that go with her, "Stay within call and keep your eye on her. I shall have her up here again." That means he informed his soldier that keep eye on John. She can do anything. Means within a short time she had convinced a very important people to go with her. That means she can do anything. The steward retreats hastily. That means he walk fast because he want to follow John. Then Bertrand de Poligny, a French guard, enter, salutes and stand waiting. Robert, she says, "You, Jack and Dick have offered to go with her. What for? Do you take her crazy idea of going to the Dauphin seriously?" Poligny, "There is something about her. It may be worth trying." That means Poligny said that whatever she is saying, we must try it. Robert, "Oh, come on, Polly. You must be out of your mind." That means Robert want to say that, are you mad that you are following that girl? She does not have any experience related to war, and how you can listen to her? Poligny, "What is wrong with it? The Dauphin is in Cheno, like a rat in a corner, except that he won't fight. The English will take Orleans. He will not be able to stop them." That means here Poligny is trying to convince the Robert that that Dauphin is in Chano. That means a city in which he was living as a refugee. That means like a rat in a corner, that Dauphin has gave up. He is not ready to fight against English to take Orleans, and he does not have that much courage to stop the English army. Robert says, "He beat the English the year before last at Montargis. I was with him." Poligny said, "But his men are cowed, and now he can't work miracles. And I tell you that nothing can save our side now but a miracle only." That means Poligny said that now the men of Dauphin are cowed. That means they are threatened, they are afraid, and I don't think that they can do any miracle now. And only miracle can save us. Robert says, "Miracles are all right, Polly. The only difficulty about them is that they don't happen nowadays." That means Robert is saying to Polly that you are correct, that only miracles we are expecting, but the sad part is that nowadays it is not happening. Poligny said, "I used to think so. I am not so sure now. There is something about her. I think the girl herself is a bit of miracle. Anyhow, this is our last chance, so let us see what she can do." So Poligny is convincing Robert that if we take help of her, there are some chances of miracle. So let us see what she can do. Robert says, "You really think that?" Poligny, "Is there any else left for us to think? Let us take a chance. Her words have put fire into me. To put fire in means what? To motivate. That means here Polenge want to say that her words have motivated me. So why not? Let us try. Anyhow, we don't have any chance to win that war against Warlin. Against English army to win Orleans. So let us try whatever she is saying. Robert. Robert says in the manner of giving up. View, you are as mad as she. Pollen. We want a few mad people now. See, where the same ones have landed us. That means Polenge is saying that people, those who are mad, that means those who are mad for their country, only they can come with us. Robert says, I feel like a fool. Still, if you feel sure, that means Robert is asking Polenge again and again, are you serious about what you want to do with John? Polenge, I feel sure enough to take her to Shannon unless you stop me. Robert says, do you think I ought to have another talk with her? Polenge, yes, John, come up. That means Polenge call her from window. Polenge, gravely, be seated, John. Gravely means very seriously. Robert says, what is your name? John. They always call me Jenny in Lurien, that means at her place. Here in France, I am John. The soldiers call me the maid. Robert, how old are you? John, 17. So they tell me I might be 19. I don't remember. Robert. Robert says, I suppose you think rising a sage is as easy as chasing a cow out of a meadow. You think soldiering is anybody's job? Now Robert is trying to find out what things are there in John's mind. So he said, do you think that soldiering is anybody's job? Means anybody can take part in war. It is not as easy as chasing cows. John says, I don't think it can be very difficult if God is on your side. Robert grimly, have you ever seen English soldier fighting? Have you ever seen them plundering, burning, turning the countryside into a desert? Have you heard no tales of their prince, who is the devil himself, or of the English king's father? That means here Robert tried to convince John that these people are English soldiers are very very cruel. So don't take part in war. They may do anything to you. So you must be careful, and being girl you must be careful. Instead of going for war, give up your thought about the war. John says, you do not understand, Square. Our soldiers are always beaten because they are fighting only to save their skins. That means they are fighting only to save their life. And the shortest way to save your skin is to run away. But I will teach them all to fight for France. That means I will teach them, don't fight for your life but fight for nation. Then they will drive the soldiers before them like sheep. You and Polly will live to see the day when there will be not be a single English soldier on the soil of France. That means you can see her confidence with this, that she want to teach soldiers that always try to save your nation. Don't think about your life, and definitely you will win the war. Robert to Polenge. This may all be nonsense, Polly, but the troop might be just inspired by it, thought nothing that we say seems to put any fire into them. Even the Dauphin might believe it, and if she can put some fight into him, she can put it into anybody. That means Robert said that it is actually whatever we are thinking is nonsense. It is not possible for a girl to win the war, but at least she can put some fire in Dauphin. And if Dauphin is ready to fight with all his energy, something can be happen. Robert, turning to John, now you listen to me and don't cut in before I have time to think. Your orders are that you are to go to Shannon under the escort of this gentleman and three of his friends. John, radiant, that means very very happy, and clapping her hands means with happiness. Oh, thank you, Squeer. Pollen says, how is she to get into the royal presence? That means now Robert has given permission that he is ready to provide all the help what Jonah is asking, but Polengay is asking that how she will go. She will enter in the royal presence, that means enter in front of the Dauphin. Robert, I don't know. How did she get into my presence? I will send her to Shannon, and she can say, I sent her. Then let come what may, I can do no more. That means he said now how she entered in my cabin, like that she will find out entry to go in front of the Dauphin. So I can do no more means whatever I can do that I have done for her. John, and the dress? I may have a soldier's dress, Squeer. Then she asked for the dress, that she want armor. Robert, take what you please. I wash my hands off it. I wash my hands off it means I have given up this matter. Means early Robert don't want John to take part in the war, but she convinced him so nicely that now Robert does not have energy to oppose her, and that's why he said, I washed my hand off. Whatever you want to take, you take. John, widely excited by her success, that means she has convinced him. Robert, so come Polly, she dashed out, that means with full energy she moved out from the Robert's cabin. Robert, shaking Pollengay's hand, goodbye, old man. I am thinking a big chance. Few other men would have done it, but as you say, there is something about her. Pollengay says, yes, there is something about her. Good boy. Goodbye. That means Pollengay and Robert both have accepted that she has that positive energy, that motivation, that inspiration that will give energy to French soldiers and Dauphin also to fight against English, and definitely they will win. Definitely they will win that war, and exactly the same happened, that because of John the situation got changed, and she was not only able to save the Orleans city, but she saved many part of the France, and that's why she become the biggest hero of that war. And today also people are remembering her bravery, and later on she was called by Joan of Arc. And this is the some part of the play of George Bernard Shaw's drama, and I hope that everybody might have understood this. About the English workshop of this lesson, we will discuss it next time. I hope that everybody might have understood this. Please subscribe my channel, and if you have any doubt about this lesson or any of the English lesson of your textbook, you can write down in comment box, and keep watching my videos. Thank you.